G'day guys, Letmaster here. Just thought I'd post a follow-up clip to my cooking kit video that I did. I've refined it. I've moved away from the wide mouth pot from Bongo Designs, and I've come up with a new sort of cook kit that uses the Snowpeak 600. This is it. What it's all about is different options. So we'll go through this and then we'll see what other sort of options that I've got that I can pull out. Standard tea cozy out of Reflectix, and out of here is the wind stand. This one's burned through from using the new Elite stove from Tinny there. So I'll need to make another one of those. And let's have a look at what we've got in here. Snowpeak 600 lid from Tinny out of the Venom can, and all of these bits and pieces, obviously the Snowpeak 600 can itself, and the Elite stove. So in its simplest form for boiling water and using sort of the freeze-dried dehydrated meals is that, and it boils up really well. I originally thought that the flame may have come out a little bit too far, but look, it works okay. The one thing that I did need to do in moving from the wide mouth was to come up with a way of picking these up when it's hot. The flame does sneak around the side here a little bit and warm these up a little bit. So I've just got a bit of Reflectix that I fold over and just grab those handles with that just when it comes off there. After a little while it cools down pretty quick, but that helps just as a bit of a pot grab. So there's its simplest form. Boiling water all works pretty well. I also carry in there the Bongo Pro, which again, Snowpeak 600 can just sit on top there, and obviously it can just boil and boil and boil when you've got the bottle plugged in there, and it works really well. One of the things that I have been moving to is baking muffins and whatnot. And also, if I don't take the one egg wonder, I can just use this setup. What I've done is I've just got the lid off it's a small can of tomatoes actually, and I'll just make up a new one of this. It's got a little bit of surface rust on it now, but it's working fine. It doesn't come in contact with the food at all, and it's my grate. I effectively make a grate oven. I've got a bit of a soda can, just the sidewall of a soda can, and just trimmed it to size so that it can sit inside the Snowpeak 600 like this. It's got the little V's cut into the bottom there so that the water can get in and out. Grate sits on top, and then you put your plastic bag with your muffin mix inside there. Bit of water around the bottom here in the bottom of the Snowpeak, and pop the lid on top and boils away, and you end up with your muffins. Some of the options. Here's the options kit that I've got, and it's if I'm going to be cooking a little bit more, you know. And obviously it comes with a little bit more weight, and all that's in here is the one egg wonder, perfect for pancakes, and I've got the Cedar Summit X bowl and X mug. Look, I can drink out of this as a mug, that's no problem, and I can put that together. It doesn't take up too much room, and I guess that's the option that I've got now, or that I've realised that I can have. I don't need to take all of this with me, especially if it's just sort of like a quick overnighter. The weight of the options kit here's at 292 or 10, so it, you know, more than doubles the kit. And look, you can even put a pancake mix into this and cook it in a bag, and you end up with a muffin sort of shaped pancake. And look, it's been working for me really well. I really am a fan of this whole baking thing. Some of you may have watched the hang that we had in the Wild Dog Mountains, and we had the Bush Bake Off, and some of the muffins that were getting around that campfire were pretty special. So there's the update, a Snow Peak 600 with the lid, the new Elite stove. And look, another great thing about the Elite stove is that when it runs out of fuel, it goes out. You can simply add more fuel and it sparks straight back up. You know, if you've got a soda can stove or something like that, or a penny stove or something like that, it might need to cool down and rework. So you could use this as an ongoing stove, very much like the Bongo. That's one of the massive benefits of the Bongo, in that you've got your fuel out here and you can just keep feeding it through there. Obviously, if you were going to do the pancakes, you do want to try and get something that's the Bongo. You can have just the small, very centre of it burning just by adding small bits of fuel to it, and just gives you a nice slow heat. But if you're just boiling, the Elite's a winner stove. I really do like that stove. So there's the update. Saved a little bit of weight and downsized in volume, overall volume as well. What I did do when I was just getting the hang of the great oven, or the cooking or baking in a bag, was that I boiled the wide mouth pot dry, and the lining that's in it started to discolour and flake a little bit, and I wasn't really happy with that, so I moved away from it to the Snow Peak 600, and it's a good size and solid. Doesn't bend. It's very rigid. Probably weighs a little bit more, but I'm not a mad keen ultralight sort of guy. I want something that's not too heavy, that still can take a bit of treatment and still be there to go for it. Alright, so that's the update on the cook kit. Again, post some comments, let me know what you think about the changes, and thanks for watching. Cheers.